Continuing our coverage of the 2024 NFL Scouting Combine, it's running back time, and we got a guy who we had a ball here. I was going to say let's do some Oklahoma drills with Braelon Allen and Chris Sims. Braelon, welcome to the program.
Let's see if he can pick you up and body slam you.
No, but let's not do
Let's
that.
just do that. Let's just end it right there. We'll just figure it out from there.
How are you?
I'm very good. Very good. It's been a great week. Great experience so far.
Yeah, it's when you were growing up, who was your team growing up?
I was kind of all over the place. I liked a lot of different players. So I was kind of, Giants fan. I liked Victor Cruz.
Okay. All right.
Melvin Gordon
through
obviously was my guy.
Yeah.
He went to the Chargers.
Right.
So I think most of the time throughout high school, I was mostly a Chargers fan.
You're following players, though,
Yeah,
more than actual team.
exactly.
Yeah, got you.
6'2", 245, and only 20 years old. A lot of guys
The youngest
only
year
20
ever.
years old.
Right. I mean, guy can break tackles and crush people. He can't drink a beer yet. He's not there yet.
When did you get as big as you are? What age?
Definitely high school. I didn't start lifting until freshman year. So I got to say, kind of going into my sophomore year, I was probably about 6 foot, 210. And then I'd say beginning of junior year, I was about 230 by then. So kind of through that sophomore, junior year range.
Where did because there was defense, right?
Yeah.
You were recruited at. How did the transition to running back happen?
Yeah, so kind of throughout, that process, it was kind of in the midst of COVID, so all of our school was virtual, and, I reclassified going into my junior year, so I skipped my senior year. So I reclassified up, and our fall season got canceled due to COVID, so we played in the spring.
Right.
And like you said, I was recruited as a defensive player, committed to Wisconsin as a safety, and we kind of weren't sure whether I was going to be a safety or a linebacker. So during that spring season, that was kind of the first time I played running back in high school, and I wanted to make sure that the coaches had the film so that they could decide if I was going to play safety or linebacker.
How come nobody thought about putting you at running back before that?
That's a good question. I don't really know. I was my mindset was defense in high school. That's what I wanted to do.
Right.
So there was a month between my last high school game and when I got on campus. And 2 weeks before I got there, Coach Chris called me. He was like, "You're gonna play running back when you get here," and that was cool with me. So,
Well, just real quick, high school, what made it finally just go? Hell, let's go at running back. What was it? Why did the high school coach do it finally?
we didn't have one.
So he was like, this guy's a freak of nature. Let's get him the ball.
Exactly.
All right.
Is that one of the reasons why you play running back the way you do? You kind of play with a defensive player's mentality. You're going to deliver the hit before they can deliver the hit to you?
Exactly. It's exactly my mindset. Every time I touch the ball, I want to punish somebody, put somebody on a highlight clip. So definitely that defensive mindset, just physical downhill, try to wear defenses down.
Who's the one guy that you got the best, the hardest?
There's a guy from Iowa this past year, little shovel pass, and it was ugly scene.
Was it DB, linebacker?
It was a DB.
DB, and he thought he could lower his shoulder and hang in there with you. Did you go down or did you just run right over him?
Oh, no, it was right over. We're going to have to find the clip.
He trained tracks, he just put him down.
Yeah.
I love it.
Flip it around, though. Who's the guy that hit you the hardest?
Man, that's a tough one. I think I've taken I gotta say the craziest hit I've ever taken was in practice. And it was by a guy that's here, actually, Muma Jungmeta. He had the craziest play I've ever seen. This guy's like the craziest, he can bend in ways that I've never seen before. So we were doing inside run at practice, and we were running power, and the guard was pulling for him, and he literally just maneuvered his body and ducked under the guard at the mesh and absolutely blew me up.
Yeah, wow. You just caught, did you see? You didn't see him coming?
Yeah, I didn't see him, and
right.
I was kind of taking a step in the air a little bit,
right.
and it just looked really bad.
Yeah, and
so
everyone went, ooh,
yeah.
right? That's it, because when somebody you gets hit, they go, oh my gosh, I can't believe he got hit like that. Are you working out?
Yes.
You can do everything?
I'm not going to run the 40 or do shuttle and 3-cone here.
Okay.
But at Pro Day.
Okay, so you're going to give yourself a little more time.
Exactly.
Get ready for that,
Yep.
right? What's been one of the hardest things, right? I was here 20 years ago. What was the hardest thing, drill-wise, for you to kind of figure out through this process, or the one thing that gave you, was a pain in the ass?
I think the one is I think they call it the T drill.
Yeah.
Where you got the 3 bags. There's 2 going this way and 1 this way, and you go over, back, over back.
Yeah.
And it's like a lot of rhythm, but I think going from my left to the right was easy, but it was going from the right to the left and then that transition in the back of the bags to come back forward was the most difficult, but I ended up, I'm smooth with it now. So.
Yeah, good.
I see Wisconsin running back. I see 245 pounds. I think of Ron Dane. Remember
Of course,
Ron Dane from
yeah,
the Giants?
yeah.
Thunder and Lightning, him and
Right,
Tiki.
Jersey guy.
He was 5'10", 249. This is 6'2", 245. This
Yeah.
is Derrick Henry.
Yeah,
This is get out of
Definitely
this
more
guy's
put
way.
together. Ron had
Yes.
a little bit of a belly. He didn't quite have all this right here.
I mean, but really, this is you got. This is the kind of guy that they're not going to want to tackle in the
No
NFL.
doubt. I mean, this is the kind of guy where in the fourth quarter you start to go, damn, this is getting tiring right here. That's what you did at Wisconsin. You probably enjoyed that, huh?
Yeah, that was definitely a focus for me this year. I think just trying to run the ball as hard as I could, like, the first few series. And I realized, when I was really lowering my shoulder and trying to punish defenders, the fourth quarter, second half was a completely
They're
different
turning
game.
them down. They're
Yeah.
getting a little tired. They're starting to lean and
Yeah,
not
exactly.
look and all that,
Exactly.
right?
Hey, Braelon, what do you make of all the talk that's been going on in recent years in the NFL about the running back position and they split up the carries? You don't get the chance to be that guy that still has a full head of steam in the fourth quarter when the defenses don't want any more of it. What do you think about this next level where it feels like the running back position's been minimized in recent years?
I think it's good for any running back to have a running mate. I mean, I felt like I was always at my best when, I was sharing the backfield with Ches, and I think we complemented each other very well. He was kind of he was a little smaller than me, kind of faster, more shifty guy. And obviously, kind of that thunder and lightning mix that you guys had talked about. And I think that's good for anybody. And I think you see guys who are used to having that kind of running mate, and then, one of them isn't playing or goes somewhere else, and then I think it's hard to kind of carry the full load yourself. I think two really good running backs are necessary, and I think it's good for every running back. You're taking the load off your body and those hits off your body, and you're still both able to wear the defense down. I think having to deal with two really good backs is a little tougher for defenses to have to deal with one. So.
Yeah. Make your career a little longer.
Yeah.
Get a few extra paychecks.
No doubt.
Right? That's the best thing about it. How about your thing you're looking at here, going into the NFL? I need to improve this in my game. What would that be?
Yeah, I just want to, of course, everything. I think I want to, everything is the easy answer.
Yeah.
I want to be the best in every single area, be as well-rounded as possible. But I think one thing that I really want to put an emphasis and focus on is just winning in open space at a very high, consistent rate. I think when I do that, I'll be a very dangerous player.
Making people miss in space a
Yeah.
little bit more,
Yeah.
not always looking to run them over and do
Exactly.
that. Right? Yeah.
Who was
gotcha.
your idol growing up in the NFL?
It was Melvin Gordon. He was the guy that made me fall in love with football. A Wisconsin kid, obviously watching the Badgers every Saturday. His last season, specifically the game against Nebraska, 408, 4 touchdowns. I can vividly remember watching that game and that kind of being, the point for me where I was like, this is what I want to do. So Melvin Gordon's my guy. We have a great relationship today, which is awesome for me. So, yeah.
What's the best advice he's given you?
Yeah.
Ooh, I mean, he's given me a lot. We talked a lot. I was able to train with him a little bit, go over to his house down in Miami this past spring. So, we chopped it up obviously a lot. And I don't know. I think the biggest thing that I've gotten from all the Badger backs, Melvin, JT, Ron, James White,
Right.
Monty. Everybody's just said keep the main thing the main thing. That's going to be the best way for you to kind of continue your success. Don't let the off-field things distract you, pull you away from what really matters, and that's football.
Melvin's a freak like you. I mean, right? I mean, muscles everywhere,
Yeah.
right? You're training. You a big-time heavy weightlifter, right?
Oh,
yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
high school, like I said, is kind of really when I started, and I learned pretty quickly that I was a strong guy.
Right.
I was a wrestler growing up, so, I always
Okay.
knew that I was, stronger than most kids my age. But
Right.
when I got to high school, actually, my going into my junior year, I hang cleaned 405. So at the time, Saquon was blown up for power cleaning it. I hang cleaned it, which is a little tougher just because
Yeah.
you don't have the momentum
You
from
have
the
the
ground
ground,
up.
right.
So I hang cleaned 405 in high school. I squatted 585, bent somewhere like 350 or something. And then college, I power cleaned 406, added a pound to the bar,
Okay.
squatted 610, and right now I bench probably close to 400.
Damn. Yep. Middle linebackers and safeties.
Look
Welcome
out.
to Braelon Allen.
Watch out. All right, hey, Braelon, congratulations on your success. All the best at the next level. He's Wisconsin running back Braelon Allen heading to the NFL. We'll be back with more from Indianapolis. Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.